Welcome to the AAC 1 class of 4-year UG program. In today's class, we will be discussing the fourth module of Enhancing English, that is the soft skills. In the first class, we are going to be discussing the interview skills. As you guys know, interview skills, it would be helpful for you not just for your exam but in your future life too. Before that, one thing that I have to say is, while your textbooks, once your textbooks are out, there might be some changes. So keep that in mind while you are preparing for your examination. Interview. Direct interaction between the candidate and the employer is what an interview is, as you guys know. So the candidate would be a prospective employer. He would be applying for an interview so that the person would get a job. So based on the situation, nature and purposes, we can divide the interviews into two categories. The first one is informal interview and the second one is formal interview. Informal interview, as you guys know, will be of the interviews of celebrities, television chat shows, the things mostly that are used for entertainment purposes. And the formal interview are the job interviews. The job interview, promotion interview, exit interview. So all those kinds of interviews which will help you to get a job or get a promotion, or an interview that will be held while you get out of a institution or a office or a company would be the formal interviews. So the types of interviews, we can divide the interviews into three types. The first is structured interview. Structured interviews are where you will be asked a standard questions, like a set of standard questions will be there. You will be asked such questions in the structured interviews. And in the stress interviews, the employers employ techniques that will place you under stress so that they could see how you will react under pressure. So, how you are going to respond under stress is that is what they are trying to understand through the stress interviews. And then they have the depth interviews. Depth interviews, all questions are explored thoroughly, like all kinds of questions will be asked and you should give an detailed answers to all these kinds of questions. We have two phases of interview, that the first one is preparation and the second one is performance. And in the preparation section, you need to know about the company that you are applying for the job. The first thing that you should know is research about the company, that you should know the mission of the company, the values and also the culture of the company. You should be able to understand what all things are going on in the company. So you need to research about your company. Also research about the recent news and achievements of the company that you are applying to. Another thing that you have to keep in mind is understanding your role. Like what is the role that you are applying to? You should have proper knowledge about your role that you are applying to. So you should also understand the key responsibilities, the key skills that are required for your job. Also how it is going to help your career, how to help you grow. Those things should be in your mind while you are applying for the interview. Also keep that while you prepare for the interview, like you should have the proper knowledge about the key responsibilities and skills that you should have for the interview. And also while you're going for an interview, it is very important to have a self-assessment. Like you should know what all things that you are capable of. You should be aware about your strengths, your weaknesses, and also keep in mind your relevant experiences that would help you in your job, in your interview and your job. So in the performance part, we can divide that into two, that is non-verbal communication and verbal communication. So the things that you should keep in mind in non-verbal communication, the first one is your posture. Like you should have a proper posture while you are sitting in your interview. Also your facial expression is also very important. You should not be showing any kind of unwanted movements with your face. So have a proper facial expression. And keeping eye contact with your interviewers is also a very important thing. That shows your confidence. The eye contact shows that you have confidence. So keep an eye contact. Your gestures also. Please avoid unwanted gestures. Have proper gestures for your interview. And another important thing is to have a proper attire for the interview. So how you are dressed is also an important part while you are doing an interview. So your body language along with your attire will play a key role in your interview performance. And also after the interview, usually after the interview, they'll offer you a handshake. Give them a firm handshake. This might seem like very simple things, but these are very important while you are doing an interview. So as we have seen the non-verbal communication, we are going to see the verbal communication. First of all, we are going to look at the questions. What all type of questions will be asked in an interview? The first kind is the open-ended questions that will motivate the candidate to talk about something broadly. Like some question will be asked to you and you will have to talk broadly about that certain topic. The next one is closed questions, and those closed questions you will have to give a specific answer. Like there will be a right specific answer for that question. So you will have to give that answer to the question. And the third one is probing questions, and in probing questions you will have to talk in greater depth about that topic. Like a topic will be given to you or a question will be asked to you, you will have to talk in a greater depth in that particular topic. And then we have reflective questions. In reflective questions, the people who are taking your interview or the interviewer, they will confirm the statements given by you. Like they'll ask you, okay, is this what you said, or is this what you mean? Such questions will be asked to you. Such are called the reflective questions. And then we have the loaded questions. In loaded questions, the candidates judge the ability to handle sensitive and difficult situations. So, how the candidate, like what all abilities they have, what all capabilities they have to handle sensitive information in the check ചെയ്യുന്നതാണ് loaded questions ആയിട്ട് വരുന്നത്. So, questions-ൽ വരുന്ന verbal communication-ൽ വരുന്ന questions-ന്റെ കാര്യങ്ങളാണ് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞത്. Now we have interview etiquette. So, the things that we should keep in mind is arrive on time. That is very important. Being punctual is really important. Like it is like it shows your character too. So arrive on time and also be polite and respectful. Like to everyone, not just about interviewer. Be polite to everyone. Be respectful to everyone. And then the follow-up after the interview, you could always send a thank you note, or you could send a personalized thank you email to the company where you applied the job for. Or after the interview, you can just send them an email saying thank you. So these things are something that people don't not always do. So it is really important to do such things too. So this is about interview skills.